Jive Hive Jeff from Two Hacks Garage. Well, it's another day where I'm waiting on some parts and the time to go work on the Thunderbird a little bit more, and also going to go back to the machine shop when I get some more parts in. So I got a little bit of downtime to do some things, and as you saw in a previous video, I did do a comparison of a 340 distributor versus Gen 1 Hemi distributor. And I did have this old Mallory dual point distributor for a small block Chrysler. And you know, I got to think, you know what, I'm going to redo this, rebuild it, and really get into the guts of this thing and just really learn these pretty well. I got some future projects down the road where I do want to actually use something like this. So, you know, I told myself I might as well get to know how these things work, what makes them tick, how to rebuild them, how to clean them, how to make them like new. So this series of videos I'm going to do is just going to be a couple. One's going to be showing how to disassemble and tag the parts for one of these distributors, and also how to rebuild it. As you can see on the table here, I was able to source some parts, all Mallory, some of them new old stock. I'm going to go with what originally came in these. So yeah, these are going to be just a couple videos I'm going to make on how to disassemble a distributor, how to clean it, how to put it back together, and when I get a new toy in, you'll see how I'm going to set this up. But I'm not going to show you the new toy yet until I actually go pick it up. So with that, guys, let's just get into this. Let's see how you take one of these apart. And yeah, tell you what, let's get working. See you soon. All right, so the first step what I'm going to do on the disassembly of this, I do have some sandwich bags here. The reason I have these along with some note cards is I'm not really familiar with some of this old dual point distributor stuff and all the parts and pieces. I know what they are, but what I'm doing is I'm going to bag and tag each thing I took out. And also a good thing to do is when you start taking this apart, actually take pictures of everything for reference. So when you go to put this back together, if you're not familiar with them, you can actually have that for reference to put everything back together. So if you see here, I was able to do a little research, and I did source the original points for this distributor. These are new old stock, and kind of glad I was able to find these. They were a very reasonable price. So I did get this, and I was also able to find the Mallory, the correct rotor for it. So that's nice. And on top of it too is I was able to find the condenser for it with the actual bracket for that. So this is also nice to have when I go to rebuild it. I was able to also find the original style cap for this. And this one was a little bit more than I wanted to pay, nothing crazy, but you know, all the parts that I have bought for this, I've got about 50 bucks into points, condenser, and cap. All right, so as you can see, I took everything apart and just basic hand tools. That last part, what I didn't really show you is I took it over there and I had a punch and I just punched out the bushing on that. I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna take it completely apart. And I bagged all my pieces, labeled them. Some of them I'm gonna reuse, some of them I'm gonna completely replace. And I'm just gotta go through and check those out. But now, as you can see, I got the shaft here. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit, grind that smooth, get this all taken care of, get the rust off, just get it all cleaned up. As you can see, that's actually also another bushing pressed on piece. I'm not going to replace that. But as far as the housing itself, it's pretty grimy. So when I'm going to go to Jimmy's this weekend, what I'm going to do is clean it up, bead blast it, and from there I can start rebuilding it. So yeah, that's how you disassemble a dual point distributor. See you soon.